Hello, everybody. Welcome to Raw Talk. Is real, and the talk is kind of real too.
We talk dirty.
Sometimes the names are changed to protect the innocent.
Hey, listen. Everyone's guilty until proven innocent. Let's get the truth out there.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Very much so.
What are you vaping on tonight, Dylan?
Well, since we're jumping right into buffets, but vaping Wisbeck Motive 2 all day. That's got a mixture of Tony Strawberry Lemonade with Stevie's Rusty Chainsaw, and Hell Vape's semi-mech Trishul with the Dead Rabbit R tank. How about right on down to Mr. Jimbo? What you vaping on that, sir?
Let's see. I've got the Blaze on top of my Lost Vape Paranormal. I've got the Cthulhu AIO bot. I have got the Arbiter 2 on top of the Guar. And I have the Drop on top of the TAC 21. And that brings us to JT.
Wow. I wish I knew what I had to vape on. I can never figure it out. Oh, it's the Blotto on the Gower. We're Twinkies again, Jim. Got the Drop on top of the Famo vape.
Famo, really suck.
Huh?
The Famo mod that you have is really good looking there, JT.
And one of my new favorites is, of course, the Pumper with the recurve on top.
I think you just like Sam Pumper.
It's either that or Humper.
There's a lot of other things JT could pump on. Not saying.
Anyway, let's see. We got the mouth to lung chorus over here with the intake MTL. I'm mixing Bonnie and Clyde with some extreme ice. This one's the Pandora with just Bonnie and Clyde. We've got the Travelers, one set up with Barry Blodo. This is the UL Aglos. And then I remembered my Las Vegas Centaurus. It's all straight extreme ice, excuse me, and the Traveler of the Click that I won. Other than that, I've got my Caliber charging. Let's see, we got, here we go, the little boxer with the little Delta on top. And that leaves our Fearless Potentate. What do you got there, Chuck?
Mic problems. Hang on. Okay. I've got the Sigelli Fog with the bulk on top. I've got the Squape on top of an iStick Pico. This one's got Godzilla in it. This one's got one of my regular juices, the one I just said. This is the Thelema Solo by Lost Vape. And it's got the Profile Unity on top. That's one of mine. That's strawberry and watermelon.
Chuck, I was going to ask you, did you put a Band-Aid on that Squape?
No, why?
It might get infected.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my mom always did that for me when I was a kid. I grew worrying about my Squapes.
Don't forget the vaccine.
Oh, monkey blood, fellas, monkey blood.
Monkey blood. Oh, yuck.
Hey, let's not try to get another strike on the channel, please.
Monkey blood is real, man.
Monkey blood is real.
Bactine?
Yes.
Not Bactine.
I'm talking about the V and things like that.
Hey, just because you've never seen a vagina doesn't mean we have to wait till you get around to having the
That's not the type of V I was talking about. That's not the type of V I was talking about. Thank you.
Vulva?
No, it belongs with
You haven't tried though.
It belongs with the C. Because I didn't respect the last time, Chuck.
Yes, but at this point, would you be this kid's driving instructor?
Oh, shut your mouth.
No.
I don't know. I taught my daughter how to parallel park. I think I could teach him some basics. I don't know.
Oh,
Hey,
geez.
listen.
It would involve a ball gag.
Yeah.
Get him! I need to go to church.
You need a little bit more help than that, but that's a good place to start.
Shut your mouth.
So, Dylan, how's work going, man?
Going good, brother. Going good. Since Saturday, my manager's been talking about a bonus. She sent how much I got paid for the bonus already.
Yeah.
But here's another thing that she sent in the same email with somewhat of like a small structure with how it works. Whereas if I made an appointment and the customer sold, let's say, like 20 cars, I get paid like 200 for said 20 cars. And the cars that are sold go up by 5. So it's like 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And for each unit that's sold, I get $100 more added to the original pay that I got. For example, if I got 20 cars that are sold, I don't automatically make 200. So 5 cars, it's like 300, etc. And then she already had to go through more of how the structure works. She went into depth about that with another email and then an in-person conversation right before her and I left for the day.
Yeah. Well, cool.
So far, I made $90 less in the bonus for the month of November.
Yeah.
So I'm starting off on a good start, which is good.
Yeah, that's really good. So it works out to $5 per car per. Wait a minute, no. Say that again. It was 300 for 30 cars or 200 for 20 cars. So it comes out to about $10 per car.
So basically, the monthly bonus: 20 cars, 200.
Yeah.
5 cars, 300. 30 cars, 300.
So it's a risk you can reach it. If you do the math, it's $10 a car.
Pretty much, in a way.
Yeah.
Not way. It's constant.
Yes,
Math is
it says
constant.
$5 per completed appointment, $20 per sold appointment, and $10 per sold.
Okay. I got a question, Dylan.
Yes.
How many appointments have you set and that they wound up buying a car?
So far from the email that was sent to me on Saturday, I got about, just for November alone, I had 4 units sold. So that's $20 right there.
That's
so
not, I want to know how many calls you made to get those 4 units sold.
I made like over 200 calls.
Okay. Thank you. You can go back. Go back to doing what you were doing.
And yes, right, that just by what I'm talking about, it is commission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's an easier way of making commission. It's not as much pressure.
Yeah. So basically,
Dylan, the only reason I'm asking, I was in the car business way long before you were born.
Yeah.
Back when we really had cars and stuff, and people had to work.
So for those who don't know, I'm getting paid $16 an hour, which is basically roughly around $600 in salary plus the commission with however many cars are sold based off the appointments.
So what were you saying, JT?
Oh, I had to know how many calls he made to get those 4 sales.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Roughly approximately 200.
Yeah. He was probably going to make those calls anyway, though.
Oh yeah, I have to. I have no other choice.
Yeah. So that works out.
Yeah. Hippie, shut your mouth. I'm not explaining it again for these fine gentlemen to get confused.
Oh my gosh. There are school districts now that instead of suspending students, they're handcuffing them Well, okay. The students are people who are supposed to be getting special treatment in schools because they've got dyslexia or ADHD or autism or some other learning disorder. And instead of giving them those tools, they wait for them to act up and then they send them to the ER for a psych eval.
Stupid.
Yeah.
No, you got to remember that they're not learning in elementary school anymore. It's just a daycare.
That's what it seems.
Right, but
Not a good one, that.
right, but thing is, you also have to remember a majority of the students that have ADHD, they're not just in elementary school. They're in middle school and high school. Even
Well, yeah,
same for all of those, though.
It's the same.
Yeah.
and those students who have ADHD, they're marking them as special ed or special needs.
Yeah, they're sticking them. They're autism. Same with autism. They're sticking them in special ed, which is remedial everything, and they don't need remedial. What they need is being taught how they learn.
Right.
Yeah. But what you're missing in the big picture is when they first come up with the ADHD, you never heard about autism until they had almost every child on drugs. And then all of a sudden there's this outburst. All how, why, when, where? Because it wasn't like that when I was a kid. You know, there was a hyper kid. Yeah, he got his ass busted more than everybody else. And he was fine.
Yeah. I have ADHD and I never acted that way to the point where they had to slap cuffs on me.
But that's the truth too, though. With autism, can look like ADHD to somebody who doesn't know the difference.
And as far as that goes, Dylan, you don't know how quick a trigger they've got to everything. Remember, we're talking about the generation of teachers that had a child arrested for drawing a picture of a gun.
Yeah. Or and excuse my language, not to discredit for the show, and I thought I got this out of my system. But it's also the same teachers that had students arrested for also drawing a penis or anything else.
Oh, you can draw a penis, but don't draw a gun. And definitely don't draw a crop.
And if you do draw a gun, say it's a penis.
I mean, here's the thing. Those teachers that see these students drawing penises and things like that think it's profanity and things like that, which is really stupid and ridiculous.
Yeah. Did this happen to you?
I've seen it happen multiple times when I was in middle
So
school.
you had a problem drawing penises, is what you're saying?
No. I've seen other students draw it, and they got either suspended or expelled for doing it.
But you got away with it.
The one that fell
I never
asleep.
did it. I never did it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tim. What were you saying?
Then he found out it was trade.
Ray, that's kind of messed up, but thank you.
That explains why it was so small. Anyway.
Wow, Chuck.
It's only between him and his boyfriend.
Yeah,
you're my boyfriend.
Yeah.
I'm married, son.
My boyfriend.
Oh my gosh.
So what else have we missed out in real life that we probably should have paid attention to?
Yeah, I have no idea.
TikTok movement is raising awareness on the Congo's mining industry, encouraging people to give up vaping because Congo is where they mine a lot of cobalt that goes in some kinds of some chemistries of batteries. And yeah, so they're taking to TikTok. This is all about getting rid of vaping. This has nothing to do with the poor people who are mining in the Congo, and a lot of them are kids. It has nothing to do with it. They don't give a shit about that. They just want to get people to quit vaping.
No, but I like it. They were having that global warming, climate change get together over there in Dubai, and most of the people had to go through Europe. And when they hit there in Germany, the planes froze to the ground.
Yeah.
And this is after the fact that they tried banning TikTok or getting it removed.
Not only is it part of the devil's spawn, it's a Chinese toy that's eating your mind, and you never saw it coming.
Mm-hmm.
And when they got there to the climate change summit and everything, everybody's crying about how they're going to do this. We're going to stop that. We're going to stop this. Everybody's going to be taxed. We're all going to die. Blah, 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 blah. The prince that put the shindig on gets up there and tells them, well, I'm afraid we just can't be getting rid of oil and gas and all the other petroleum products we've got.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's just stupidity at its finest.
What was it Katie said? When you start going down bonkers, you have to have laws that are bonkers to help with the bonkers that's going on. Then you need the other bonkers to help with the bonkers. And
Shit.
it just, snowballs.
Oh my God.
Brian, you hit the nail on the head. I'm not trying to change the subject, boys, but I had to acknowledge Brian's comment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say hi to the people out there, Chuck.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Brian and Vaping Bachelor and Ray and Ron Jeremy and Happy Hippie and JT. Oh, no, JT. No.
I get that bastard over there.
Vapor for Life is here.
Cool. I like their products.
Yeah.
When I was getting them.
Yeah. And who else? Misfit Steve, we saw him earlier.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hey, buddy.
JT, you might want to read what my father mentioned you in the comment.
Okay, what about it?
He says Dylan has a problem staying in the lines.
It goes without saying.
Hey, no.
I can just look at you and tell.
I never once put that expectation on you.
Yeah.
Dude, when you're sharing Coke, you got to stay on one line.
That's
Okay.
kind of messed up, but okay.
I think it's way beyond his comprehension of time and the joke.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
I must have misunderstood what we were saying about lines. I don't know.
It's like walking up to somebody and saying, "Are you going to finish that?" They have no idea what that's from.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Bachelor, how you doing? Oh, okay. In any case, if anybody was the slightest bit curious, Jussie Smollett has been found still guilty.
Poor guy. Just for walking in MAGA country, huh?
To get a sandwich.
Yeah. An Illinois appeals court held up actor Jussie Smollett's conviction for a staged hate crime in their Friday opinion.
I'm sorry, if you're gonna stage something like that, make it believable.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. At least know which way the Swazis point.
Dude, two guys jumped out and said, "You're in MAGA country," and put a noose around my neck. And yeah, okay.
But still, you had the sandwich in your hand.
Mm. Oh, man.
Yep, that's right, Ray. They don't. And then they don't want to show what happens when you've got all sorts of cars being thrown off the side of the road because of one little battery in the middle of the deal, and they want you to change it out for $40,000-$50,000.
Yep.
And when is it? The guy had a fender bender, and they totaled his car. I mean, it was a scratch on the bumper, man. They told him they needed a whole new car.
Yeah.
But hey, also in the world, there was a guy sitting on one of those smart toilets. Caught fire while he was using it.
Shit. Damn.
Anything for shits and giggles.
Yeah. I bet he giggled. Let me try to sum this one up.
My virgin ears are going to bleed.
Oh, Fuck
You've
your
had
virgin
things in
ears.
those ears, dude.
Damn, don't gonna expose me there.
Speaking of exposing, that was your cue.
You're fucked up.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Oh man. The Mormon Church, their way of dealing with sexual predators that are in the church is if a complaint is brought against that person has to give permission to be investigated.
I was going to say most of the child predators are the elders, but no,
Yeah.
no, I didn't say it.
Don't they make TV
Sorry, if
shows
we have any
about it?
more chat, sorry.
Yeah. They've got a ironclad way of making sure people can't come forward. Explain some of the recent trials we've heard recently about people coming out in civil court against elders because back when this shit happened, they couldn't do anything about it. And their own parents didn't believe them because the elders said that it didn't happen.
But unfortunately, you're going to find that in most organized religion.
That's true.
Yep.
It's always the trusted higher officials that get away with it.
Yeah.
The
Volunteers for the child athletics.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, let's see. There was this video that this guy, okay, let me see if I can bring it up on the screen.
There we go. Nice seeing you, folks. Chuck's doing technical stuff.
This guy, porn stars say what size and shape is the best for women. Penis size. What penis size and shape is best for women? And I want you to know I researched it, and they said 5 inches with lots of girth.
Hey, listen, there's some women that say size does matter, and then the rest of them just say size doesn't.
Well, these
I don't
women,
want to be depressed.
these women weren't saying size doesn't matter. They were saying size definitely matters, but it's definitely in the girth and not the length.
Dylan, wipe your chin off.
Shut your mouth.
Also, they were thinking that they were experts at giving head, and it turns out any guy can tell you this. A guy's not going to complain about how you give head as long as you're doing it.
As long as it don't come out bloody, I'm good.
Yeah. They were kind of surprised to hear about that. Oh. The UNLV, University of Nevada at Las Vegas attack. The shooter's dead, of course. They usually are.
But did they give out any more details?
I haven't seen anything good. Let's see. I got this early today, and I haven't seen any updates on it. Yeah.
I'm still interested in crazy guy there in Virginia that blew up the house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for
for
firing shit out into the fucking yard, and then the police come in because of shots fired, and so he does it inside his house and blows up the damn house. He's dead.
Yeah, so it's a house.
Yeah.
That was yeah, that was all set up because houses just don't disintegrate like that.
No.
Yeah, but people's got those little mental problems and shit. Get a little paranoid just because the government's trying to kill them and shit. But
Yeah. The people who end up killing people, killing more than one people, or even just one person, a lot of times, they have a history of violence. And they never, ever get into that history of violence until it's too late.
No, except for Chuck Watson.
Who's
the
that?
The tower shooter.
Oh, okay. Yeah. At UT?
Yeah. There's brain cancer.
Yeah, that's that'll totally fuck up your way of thinking. Europe thinks they have a way of managing, what is it, AI regulation.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I do not trust people that eat snails.
I don't think people that eat Tide Pods.
Well, don't be so hard on yourself, Dylan.
Hey, shush! I do not eat Tide Pods.
I know not now, but
Or
I never ate Tide Pods. Period. I'm not that fucking stupid.
that's to be debated.
Hey, listen. At least I didn't try the freaking Oreo thing with cheese was that you told me about. That you said tastes like cheesecake.
wait, one of these days, that's all you're going to have to eat, and then you're going to thank Jim for the idea.
I'm still not trying it, sir.
If that scares you, boy, you
That
have
doesn't scare me.
What
I'm
rock
not-
are you under? What
It's
rock
not
are
that-
you
hold on,
under?
it's not that it scares me. It's just I'm not being stupid. Actually, go ahead and mix shit together. Okay, I've done
Oh,
stupid.
wait. This is the guy talking about Jaeger bombs and hadn't mixed stupid shit together.
And get a case for a fucking joint. Yeah, you're right.
Anything else you want us to know?
I feel you have to get maced.
If there's any takers out there, just get in touch with Ron Jeremy.
Do not do it. It is a hoax.
Ray says that he does offer instructions when they're doing it wrong.
That's good to know.
He's got bigger balls than I do.
Damn. I know that.
Oh man. Yeah, Hippie says that that Dylan just hasn't gotten hungry enough yet.
I don't want to get hungry.
Troy asked, do people that drive electric vehicles listen to AC/DC or something current or something current?
Oh no, they listen to Taylor Swift.
You didn't get the joke.
You didn't get
It's
the joke.
electrical humor.
Speaking of electric cars, I think it's Chevy commercial this year for Christmas. They show the family and the house loses power, and they plug the house into the car and power the house. And then how the hell do you get home?
Bastards, shut your mouth.
I don't know. I guess they just stayed and had a party.
Apple still apparently, rumors are still going around. Apple's planning on making an electric car, but I don't believe it.
Let me look that up.
That means you have to sign into iTunes before it starts.
Yeah. And then
Oh,
depending
shit.
on songs you use, If you're listening to the wrong music, we can't let you go anywhere.
Yeah, they plan on releasing the car at the last notice. Last time they mentioned it on September 27th of this year. Apple said that they plan to release the car in 2026.
Right, but the thing is, they said that about the same time as 2020 started, as 21 started,
Yeah.
and all the way back till about what 2018, 2019.
They kept
And-
saying 2026.
They kept saying, "Oh, it's gonna come back. It's gonna come out the end of 2020. It's gonna come back.
Well,
It's gonna come out the end of 2019. Oh, it's gonna come back. It's gonna come out the end of 2020. It's gonna
Okay.
come out
they make their money off phones and stupid people like you. So, anyways, you
then
never
there
heard
was-
them talk about the electric cars. When they first come out and started the autonomous driving ones, they kept running over people, so they had to get them off the road.
And yeah, they wonder why they came out with the fucking virtual reality headset. Fucking lame asses.
No, they've got you sucked in. If you've got
I didn't
that.
buy it.
And then the driverless trucks, electric vehicles. They had to take them off the road. And then now what is it? bus companies that Plugs was pushing shut down.
Yeah, and all the buses that they produced are broke down, no parts.
Now, where are they going to go? Where are they going to put them?
Yeah.
I don't see no chops for it.
The thing is with their supposed new cars that they're apparently gonna come out at the end of 2026, they're just gonna do the same thing as fucking Teslas do. They're just gonna have it parked, but with how they're parking it is gonna be way different and everything else because of the charging port.
Why can't they just move the charging port?
They could do like what Tesla did, put it right by the back light.
Just don't get your extension cords from Dollar Tree.
I don't use the cords, thank you.
No, I forget. I was trying to read an article about how many stations got put up on that great infrastructure bill that never got anything done. I think they put up one.
Yeah. Yeah, that article I was reading it confirms what Dylan was saying about them pushing back the release date many times. So,
Chuck, this is a good question for you. The heavy, just when is Amazon using drones to deliver my shit?
I don't know. They're test marketing out right over here, about 50 miles that way. Not where Austin is, which is 50 miles that way, but over there, like northwest of me, they have a drone testing facility in northern Bryan, Texas.
Over towards your left, which is the way you were just pointing.
Yeah, which is where I'm from.
The Dallas area?
No, Dallas would be more north.
Okay.
But no, this is in Bryan, Texas. A little bitty. The total population in the area is less than 500,000. And they're testing it there. But it's one drone for each trip, for each item.
Oh, that's stupid.
It's a lot. It's a waste.
And those little robots they were having deliver food was getting hijacked and kicked over by homeless people.
Oh, shit.
I saw a clip, one of them interrupted a parade. He got caught in the middle of the parade. They didn't know what to do, so he couldn't go anywhere, and the people had to go around it.
Yeah, and there have been cars do that too.
Yeah.
And yeah, they wonder why some of these drones get run over.
Yeah.
We can't figure out bathrooms. We got no business having an automated shit like that.
Exactly.
Yep.
This is the lithium. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen. This question just caught my.
You're wrong.
Oh, anyway, wait, Dylan. Before we go on, I want to say, answering the question, Happy Hippie, they are probably never going to actually get it into use because they just can't make it work.
They make more money studying it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Dylan. Go ahead.
This question that we're on the topic we were just talking about, but with the electric cars. My question is why all electric cars aren't made to be self-charged with regenerating brake and axle rotations.
Well, that's how hybrids work.
Right, but thing is, if it's full electric, then they can't do shit.
Right, because
perpetual motion machine has never been created.
Exactly, that would enter into the perpetual motion category, and there is the energy keeps converting into something that's useless for us.
Yeah, but what he's talking about is you can generate some electricity with braking and the axle rotation, but you can't generate enough to top the batteries off. You always going to use, then you can produce.
Yeah,
exactly.
That'll get you a turn signal and a brake light. But imagine the plane. It's got to carry a generator, and they still have to put gas in it to run the generator.
Yeah. Yeah, Ray, I bet they do. He said they would need a big-ass drone for his Amazon orders. Mm-hmm. We got some big ones recently, too, man.
I saw RoboCop. No.
That might work in the city, but drones wouldn't work out here. There'd be too many people shooting them out of the sky.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I figured they'd have been doing that near you, Chuck.
No, no, the people here they pay too much for their bullets. They don't like wasting them.
They save
Well,
them
they
for
make these
illegal.
nice little drone cartridges for your 12 gauge.
Oh, really?
Shoot like a little bolo or a little net, depending on which one you buy.
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's designed to tangle up the prop.
Yeah, it would. And solar panels on the roof, that could be an issue. They don't land on the roof, so they land in the driveway of the.
I've got a test we can conduct. Jim, you could be the shooter, and Dylan be the shootee.
No. Let's not put test tube in this. No.
He's
Mark
got
Ruben is shootee.
Hey, it's for the team, man.
I don't care. I'm not taking the risk of getting shot at, sir.
Wait a minute.
You're no fun.
Who's shooting at Dylan and why ain't I involved?
supposed to be the
They do whatever
shooter.
you do at me.
You get to be the one explaining the bullet, the shell, and how you got Dylan to roll down the hill and be a target.
They said it'll be fun. They said.
Yeah.
It'll be great fun.
Let's see. Apparently,
Hippie says just offer Testy a joint.
So the Big Island of Hawaii suffered a 5.1 earthquake about a mile below the where is it? Below sea level.
Yeah.
And
was
if
it
you
was it near Loi'i, the little volcano under the ocean?
They were saying it was no Kilauea.
Yeah.
Not the first earthquake in Hawaii, because I know all the volcanoes erupt over there.
That's not so much an earthquake. This is just an earthquake and not volcanic.
Okay.
And if you consider what Hawaii looks like coming up from the bottom of the ocean,
Right.
you got the bottom of the ocean, you got this big long thing called a needle that the top of it is Hawaii, the main island, but this needle is actually 100 times longer than that. And you consider that they're having earthquakes now, which means Hawaii could slide off into the ocean.
Right.
Oh, it's supposed to be California. You promised me California first.
I know. Well,
gentlemen, it's Guam.
We're still
going to tip over Guam.
I thought it was Japan.
Not Japan.
But that is the first earthquake in Hawaii.
No.
That I'm aware of, at least.
No.
It's not.
Well, if you look at the Hawaiian chain, it's just another part of it, because there's like thousands of islands.
Right.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
You got that? I can see it because little Oi'i, they've only been watching it for 30 years now. It ain't nowhere near coming out of the water.
Yeah, Kilauea.
It was Kilauea. Kilauea, I'm pissed off at Kilauea. It's been spewing since 84.
Yeah.
83. You know, it's kind of like Etna. Here a few days ago, it went up.
Yeah.
Check out Hawaii. You've been spewing since 84.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and apparently it didn't knock anything loose in Kilauea. I missed it.
It was well placed.
Goes all the way to Iceland? Well, I know.
The reason I was wondering when it happened.
Looks like it was yesterday afternoon.
Yesterday? Okay. The day before that, there was a good sized one on the east side of the Pacific.
Okay.
And
Speaking of
that was a 8 over in the Philippines.
Shit.
Speaking of earthquakes, Hippie states that Dylan could fart an earthquake. That is actually not true unless we test that out.
Show him again.
Oh, man. Yeah. So Governor Doug Burgum has ended his Republican presidential campaign. I don't know why anybody's bothering to run against Trump. Trump doesn't even have to go to the fucking
Well,
debates.
and a lot of these contributors aren't donating this year because why waste good money?
Exactly. No, it's the neocons that have been in control of the Republican Party for the last 20, 30 years is what the problem is. And they will not get behind Trump because, well, let's see. He gets things done, does what he says, goes around their permission to do something presidential. Let's see what else. Yeah.
Yep.
And yet I still wonder why people don't like him and shit like that, because he knows how to run shit.
Look, it's not about the man's personality. It's about what he accomplishes.
Right, but the thing is, prior to that, everybody kept saying, from when he went into office,
Dylan, you're
Well,
talking cult of personality shit.
It's not even that. It's just what I'm trying to figure out is, okay, I understand how he knows how to run a business, okay? What I'm trying to understand is if you know he knows how to run shit and get things done, why keep saying, oh, I don't like it for X, Y, and Z? Oh, I don't like it for A, B, C.
Because in business, you don't let, if I'm the CEO of Walmart,
Right.
I'm not letting my managers embezzle money. I'm not going to let the workers steal product. It's
Right.
the same thing with Trump. He knows how to run a business. He knows how to run the country, and he ain't letting the politicians scam anybody else anymore.
Yeah.
He's done with all the corruptness, and that's not how things get done here.
Yes, but it sure was fun to watch him piss them all off last night when he was talking with Hannity, talking about being a dictator.
Yeah.
That still explains why he kicked Hillary out of the campaign shit and she's not running again.
Who did what to Hillary where?
Trump kicked Hillary out the campaign by explaining all the truth about her with the email shit.
Anybody that can't see the truth is beyond help. So.
Yeah. Well, see, also, whenever you bring a project to anybody, any fucking
Publication?
not publication, no, government, anybody in government, when you tell them you need such and such done so that it, it balances this or it fixes that, their first thing is, how do I get paid out of this?
How do I make money? Yep.
That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
if they don't make money from it, they're not going to bother with it.
No.
And that's why a majority of society now feels like, and I hate to say this, and I hate talking politics. That's why majority of the civilization and society hate the government, because they feel like a majority of the population feels like that they're getting screwed.
Yeah.
Especially with all the tax that's getting deducted from their pay and things like that. They feel like they're getting screwed.
Well, what else sucks about it is that they approve taxing for something, and then what they were going to spend it on suddenly no longer gets that money.
Right.
Some that money disappears and goes somewhere else, and then they have to somebody's getting the money.
Yeah, they stick it in the bill on the back pages where nobody gets to.
Yeah.
I mean, even at my job, they take out like $100 and some odd dollars worth of taxes every single time I get paid.
Yeah.
Right.
For example, this last paycheck, they even added holiday pay to my check. So I was supposed to get paid over $700. That's just in gross coming home. And that's just working 44 hours, almost 50 hours.
In a week?
Guys, our little boy's growing up.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, ass. I was supposed to I made like $709 off that, but they wound up deducting $134, and it tells
Dylan, multiply that by 20 years.
I know a lot of taxes taken out.
And what does that do to your rage?
Or 40 years.
Until you get to a certain level on that scale, you really shouldn't be bitching about it.
Yeah, you're not going to be allowed. Hang on, Dylan. You're not going to be allowed to retire until you're in your 70s.
That's true.
So that's like 50 years.
Oh yeah. Well, no, because I'm 26. So
In your 70s, be about another 50 years.
yeah, but
But now you really want to get depressed. You take the money they just took out of your paycheck and taxes, the money you took home, now you're still paying taxes every time you buy a soda pop, a cup of coffee. Save that money. Get interest. They're going to tax your interest.
And your rent, part of that money goes for taxes.
Yep.
Or mortgage, you have to pay homestead taxes.
Utilities.
Utilities.
Then you got taxes on that every year.
Yep.
Chuck,
look who's in chat, Mr. JJ.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, JJ. How you doing, man?
Son of a bitch. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, man. It's nice to see you, JJ. He's probably working right now. I just asked. Ray says there's not going to be retirement anymore. That's not unlikely.
Work until they're dead.
Right now, we're living through Logan's Run.
Yep.
I didn't like that movie either.
Well, the book was even worse because Carousel was at 21 in the book.
Oh, but you know what it leads to, don't you?
Getting killed?
Don't eat the green. It's people.
Yeah, Soylent Green is people. Dave said, "What rent does Dylan pay?"
That's a good question.
Well, JJ, man, I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Seen you over a few days now.
Oh, where you been, man?
Yeah, he right now he's working. This is the last week of his 6 days on, 12 hours a day.
And then he's gonna be back on 4 days, 10 hours next week.
Yeah, that's more reasonable.
That's true.
On a 6-day stretch of sitting on the couch, so does that count?
I don't
Well,
know.
it's not you're not near your record, Jim.
No.
Closer you get to the record.
So,
Yeah, that trip to the hospital kind of counted against you there.
Hey, Chuck, they want you to explain the name change.
Oh, the reason I do Raw Truck Presents now is so that if I show up in Grimm's chat or anybody's chat and they happen to notice me, they'll know that I do a show in case it comes up. So this will make it a little more likely to come up. So, no big reason except for me.
Damn, JJ.
Okay, Republicans are on track for a tiny majority, despite the predictions that a red wave is coming.
Don't talk that red wave shit.
I don't even know
last time it come out from the Democrat side is who started the red wave talk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, honestly, I know I'm the youngest one on the panel, but I still don't know what a red wave is.
Oh, you'll find out when you'll be outside.
JJ says they may have to remove the rest of his toe.
yeah, but at this point, that would probably be the smartest thing. Just chop it off, get ahead of it, be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Amputation's not all.
At least they don't need to take your dick.
Hey, no more dick talk with what he already went through.
I'm going to mute you.
You
Please.
can steal the rights, please.
Yeah. Between the toe and that, I know what's more important. So at least they don't have to mess with that.
That's true. Especially what we already know that happened with that little penis issue.
Or big penis issue in his case.
Right?
See, it goes back to the point. You notice what Dylan focuses in on? Yeah.
Shut up. Shut your mouth.
I
You're the
don't
one
lose a
doing
lot of sleep thinking about other guys' penises.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen. There's a lot of things that get brought up when I'm here that should not be brought up.
You usually do it, though. You're usually the one who brings it up.
First of all,
Hey, Chuck, you watch your shit or I'm going to make you sodomize me.
listen, let's not bring up what Jim was saying before the show. After I said Miss Kelly should adopt me.
No.
They're
happen.
yeah,
I'm old.
they're done raising kids.
I like living alone.
Me too.
Oh, okay, thank you, Ray Ray.
I'm not even getting another dog.
I mean, back to that's the point. It is Trumpsters versus pedos.
Well, when you see the rest of the world reacting and telling us that we need to get Trump back so things will be better for them, kind of tells us
I was
something.
telling you last night, I was watching that guy that Mark was telling us about, you know, he travels the country, the young guy.
Yeah.
And he was in India, and India he was talking to some kids in the street, and they were saying, you know, they love America, but India's better right now because America's too fucked up. You know, you guys got too many divisions, too many factions. Nope.
Oh shit! This is as bad as it gets when we've got two parties. Imagine if we had 37, like most of the parliamentary countries in the world.
Couldn't imagine it.
It would never get done.
No.
Yeah.
And I don't like the two parties we got.
No.
Yeah, but we don't need it anymore.
I'm only Republican because I have to pick one, and that seems to suit me better.
But what would be better is making everybody win in person. You know,
Yep.
hey, if they can count all the votes in Iraq and everybody gets a blue finger, I'm sure we could get back to the way it used to be when they actually even Alaska and Hawaii counted before midnight. My time here.
I was going to say, when we were kids, we always knew the election results that night. It might be midnight, 1 o'clock, but you knew the result.
Mm-hmm.
And now it takes weeks with all this automation.
Backwards.
Well, you got bad plumbing too.
Yeah. No, it's all crooked. Go back to dropping a pebble in a jar.
Yeah.
But if we do that, we've got to be able to expel somebody for 10 years.
Oh, Mad Science is here too.
Hey, Vinny.
Hey, Vinny.
What's going on, brother?
Good to see you, man. Well, do you have a joke for us, Jim?
You know, I just might. Let's see. Bubba walks into the bar, sits down, tells Frank behind the bar, says, Frank, pour me a stiff one. He goes, oh, what's wrong, Bubba? He says, me and the wife, we had a fight. It was a doozy. He goes, oh, how'd that turn out? He goes, well, eventually she came to me on her hands and knees. He goes, oh, what'd she say? She says, come up from under that bed, you pussy.
Okay.
Now tell us the real joke.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
I'll throw the bonus.
The real joke.
When Castro died, he mistakenly went to the pearly gate. So he's standing in line, and St. Peter looks at the list, and he says, nah, dude, he says, this is wrong. You're supposed to go downstairs. He goes, oh, I figured, So down the hell he goes. Well, once he gets to hell, he realizes he left his baggage back at the pearly gate. The devil says, don't worry, else. He says, I'll send a couple of my minions up to get him. And the minions get up to the pearly gates, and St. Peter's on his break. And he had shut the bag behind the gate and locked it. So they start, they're contemplating how they're going to get the bag. And they said, well, shit, we'll just climb over the gate. So the minions, they're climbing up onto the pearly gates. St. Peter comes back and says, God damn it, Castro's been dead 10 minutes. We've already got refugees.
Thank you for the kind words there, hippie.
Oh, well, everyone, thanks for joining us tonight. Oh, that's still too loud. Anyway, thanks for joining us tonight. If anybody wants to join us in Zoom after the show, follow the link in the chat, and you can see us there.
And come
JJ, you might have better luck in Zoom rooms getting people to auction on that toe.
Yeah.
Hey, God bless everybody. Safe prayer for America.
That is true. If you guys want to come